Sarah Kuros here for Cinefellows. We are here to review what is the movie we watched? Oh, we're doing the DVD of Star Wars. Not the Phantom Menace. What was the name of it?
Force
The
Awakens.
Force Awakens. The DVD just came out last week, or this week, or last week, Tuesday, and this is already going bad. It's 7 o'clock at night in the morning. I don't know what time it is.
It's 1.
It's 1 in the morning.
We work.
It's the first time she saw the movie. Oh, by the way, we just watched Rogue One.
The trailer, not the movie. We didn't get special privileges.
We didn't see it yet.
We saw the trailer.
We saw the trailer. Forrest Whitaker's in it. Love Forrest Whitaker. He's great in Good Morning Vietnam.
Oh my god, he is in Good Morning Vietnam.
Yeah, he's great in that movie. He's fantastic.
I forgot all about that. I'm just really, maybe it's because I'm tired. I'm really, and being a little negative, but I'm really tired of the trend in movie trailers of like the Inception soundtrack.
Oh.
You know what I'm talking about? The dun,
oh, it's kind of like a little drone and some piano. Oh yeah.
And it's just like it's just very trendy. It's very trendy. It's been going on for several years now. I understand that it sells and whatever, but as a person, I get tired of seeing the same shit.
I just want to see the movie. I like it.
No, I'm not. I don't think it has anything to do with the movie. I'm talking more about trailer art.
They definitely recycle. People just jump onto what's working and what they.
Yeah.
There's a new trend in movie trailers where, like if you could tell the movie's bad when they have the stars talking about the movie. Like my character in this movie. Have you seen those? They're like mixed. They'll have like an interview.
Like what movies?
The guy who does Medea movies. He has weird trailers where he's got to like give an explanation about why you should go see the movie, and like they're really bad. He just did one about Jesus. I think was it Jesus Christ Superstar, and they did it while walking through the streets of. Oh no, they did the Jesus story basically like for Easter, and it was a live event, and he had to like talk about the live event about walking through Manhattan as Jesus. And
I missed all of that.
Yeah, but I've seen.
I live under a rock mostly.
We're here at her rock right now.
It's actually called the Banana TP. If you can't tell, it's
pretty nice.
Slanted. You're gonna show off my whole room.
It's a slanted room, but really cool, nice colors. Can you bring up our picture so I see if we got us back in frame?
Yeah, we're trying not to be vain and look at ourselves because I have a habit of doing that. Yeah, I think we're good.
The best part was, can you do an impersonation of Mark Hamill? So at the end of the trailer and Rogue One trailer, and if you can, Logan, please put Mark Hamill's face right next to hers.
So it was very weird because. No, we have to edit it. We can't have Logan editing our stuff anymore.
We'll do it, Logan. We'll get it going, I hope. No, we can't. We're sending this to you tonight. So you might have to do this.
Oh, we're going to learn one day.
Our next one will be edited.
I don't know if it was part of the Rogue One trailer, but it was like, you know how YouTube will do that thing where...
Catherine Kennedy from Disney and Mark Hamill were sitting next to each other.
And it's like that thing where like it shows other videos that you can click, and it was like the biggest one playing... And she's talking. And, okay.
Do it.
All right, I'm gonna try. This is his face.
We're gonna redo it here. So Mark, what did you?
I'm not ready. I'm trying
not ready. So we're gonna do scene. I need to see you.
You need to see it.
I have to see. Can you bring it back? Where do I hit? Right there.
I can't see me.
Okay, then don't do it. Let's see if we can do it. Star Wars.
Stop!
I have to do her part.
I will tap you. No. I will. Okay, I will squeeze your leg when I'm ready. Okay.
Okay. This is method acting, people.
Fuck! Stop.
Mark. All right, let's just get to the damn review of the movie. What did you think of Star Wars?
I liked it. It was a lot of... Was it?
Exposition.
Exposition. Thank you for
a lot of explaining of bringing people back up to speed. You know, all the characters. Everything seemed to work out perfectly, like Fate. But that's how Star Wars is. Fate has a
it
way of.
still managed to be geared towards children, but still not to the point where I don't know. I lost my train of thought there, but I liked it.
Who's your favorite character? Full energy tonight.
I don't remember them all. The girl and the guy.
Daisy.
And
John Boyega, black dude.
What black dude? Oh yeah, Finn.
Black dude.
I forgot the movie.
That's great. You don't see color. I love Adam Driver.
Yeah, Adam Driver was great. He fit the part really well. I think part of the problem was I didn't watch it all in one sitting.
Yeah, we kept going back and forth. I think you were drunk the first night.
Yeah, you were. He was.
I stopped at Jewel Osco.
And I was yelling at him at the bar that I am not watching Star Wars tonight.
Yeah, and at 2:30 in the morning, we
sure
went
enough,
I went and bought it.
We were watching Star Wars. Oh no! I mean, I liked it. I don't remember anything about it right now.
That's okay. Would you recommend it to senior citizens?
Yeah.
So they don't have to watch
I just wonder what it would be like. Is that movie able to stand alone without the other movies?
I think only on nostalgia purposes.
That's completely not answering my question.
Well, like what I'm getting at is the fact that I think we were all excited in the theaters and stuff like that with seeing things like the Millennium Falcon, seeing characters we knew, and the same, like they even had like so it'll go from scene to scene, and what George Lucas did originally in the Star Wars was instead of just cutting to the scene, he had like this thing where the screen shifts across like that, and the new scene will come in. They had stuff like that, like J.J. Abrams
similar filming style.
Yeah, he kept this. You mentioned something about the colors too.
Oh yeah.
About having all the colors of the 3 original movies throughout this whole movie.
Red, blue, and green.
Yeah, red, blue, and green.
Or at least to me, like New Hope is very blue from what I can remember. It has a lot of desert, desert colors, but a lot of blue. And
it had trees and snow, which were the 3 main. So it had desert, trees, and snow, which were all 3 movies.
There was snow in this one?
Yeah, the planet that fired the weapon was snow. It had snow all over it.
I don't remember that.
Remember they fought at the end in the snow and the ground cracked apart? Oh,
yeah. I do remember that.
So, yeah, that's an interesting choice that they made. I wonder what they're going to do on the next movie since they...
Yeah, how many more are there going to be?
2 more on this, and then you saw the Rogue One, which is...
Sure, there'll be a million spin-offs.
They're going to do spin-offs now.
You know, make money.
Make money.
And then they had Green, which is...
Luke's lightsaber in the 3rd movie, and
Ewoks.
And the Ewok land.
Or
yeah.
Whatever it's called.
But that's fascinating.
And then Red, which is very much the tones of...
The bad guys?
No, of... What's the second movie?
Oh, yeah, Empire Strikes Back.
Empire Strikes Back is a very red movie. And then this one, they had all colors. And one scene I noticed particularly with the colors was the scene where, spoiler alert, Han dies.
What? What?
Stop. So, you know, Adam Driver, we're just gonna call him Adam Driver.
Yeah, Adam Driver.
Is gonna...
You don't know what you're talking about. It's just us here. That's my Adam Driver impersonation.
That second line was actually kind of good.
It's just us here.
Adam Driver's talking to Han and like half of his face is lit blue and half of his face is lit red, and then like the moment before he kills Han, his whole face is lit red. So I thought that was cool.
Like almost like he had the light side and the dark
Yeah,
side.
well, he literally does. I mean, they said that, and then he makes the choice.
He destroyed it. Yeah, he made the choice.
So that was
you
cool.
mentioned something to me, like, which I never even took into account. Like, I'm like, do you think that's an accident? And you said, no, nothing they do. There might be accidents, but that color choices and set designs is specifically what those jobs are made for.
Yeah, art direction.
Art direction.
I mean, I'm not in the industry, but I mean, everything I've learned from getting a degree in acting and being around people who create sets, and I've dated the lighting designer, like, you know, they're not, those things
I heard that guy kills puppies.
What guy?
The lighting designer. It's sad. You dated puppy killers.
No, but he carried a briefcase. This was in high school. He carried a briefcase in high school and wore a trench coat, and everyone thought he was a Unabomber. And I
Did he do it on purpose though?
Like, he was so one of those people. Okay.
All right.
He was a senior. I was a freshman. I have a knack for dating older people.
Oh yeah. Wait, who's older? I'm 23.
He keeps me young. He keeps me young. I'm an old bird.
I'm stealing her life force, her
Voldemort,
youth.
don't say that.
Stealing your youth.
But no, I liked it.
I'm looking for the fountain of middle age. I had to. That's a back to school line. I had to steal there. I'm looking for the fountain of middle age.
I kind of wish. I mean, I'm sure it'll probably happen. Like I said, this movie was all exposition.
Mm-hmm. They're setting up the story.
I want to know more about Kylo Ren. I want to know. I want to know his daddy issues, his mommy issues.
So they basically did the job right then.
They didn't.
No, I mean, but you want to know more.
Oh, no, yeah, I want to know. I want it to be like... I want it to, personally, but this is a Sarah choice and maybe not what a Star Wars is about thing, but I want there to be like some character complexity. Like, I want people to get nominated for Oscars. Like,
I'm with you on this.
I want the writing and the dimensionality. I feel like there's so much potential, especially when you have a strong actor like Adam Driver. And
which he didn't have much to do, like, say in this movie. Like, he's got one line like, she's powerful in the Force. It's like that kid is good with lines. You give him something to do, he'll fucking do it.
He's an incredibly talented actor, and I'm sure, like, it's not that anyone that has been in Star Wars are bad actors. Plenty of good actors have done Star Wars, but I don't know who wrote this movie. I don't know anything. Do you know?
J.J. Abrams and the guy who wrote Empire Strikes Back.
J.J. Abrams. What else has he written?
Can't think of the scriptwriter. J.J. Abrams wrote Lost. He wrote for Lost. He developed it.
I don't know anything about Lost.
I think he just did the first. He wrote Fringe. The first season. He did a few on there. He wrote the new Star Trek movie. Which was fantastic. And then he had other movies like Regarding Henry, I think was his.
I don't know. See, I don't know. Maybe I just don't know his body of work.
Harrison Ford? Maybe I'm wrong about the Regarding Henry.
Like, there's a definite, like, where you can write interesting...
Ryan Johnson wrote the next one.
Well, then, that makes me excited. Because
he wrote
homie
that kid
knows how to write.
Yeah.
And, like, yes, he might not... Maybe it's not going to be, like, a psychological thriller of Kylo Ren's, like, insanity, which is what I would love to see.
I'm hoping... Well, here's the thing. Here's something different that they have possibly set up from the movie is that... Yeah, lean back. Let's take a load of... A possible thing that they're doing for the next movie is, at the end of the movie, spoiler alert, Kylo Ren gets laid for... No, he... gets defeated in the forest, right? Near defeat, almost dies. And the planet starts breaking apart. Him and Rey separate. And the bad guy, who we've only seen in a hologram, Snoke, still the worst fucking name ever for a bad guy I've ever heard. Snoke. It makes me angry when I hear it. That's okay. I'm hoping it's short for something. Like Snakarafen.
Snookeroticum.
Snookeroticum. Something. Sasnoricum. You know? Sasnoricum Snooks. If that was his name, I would be like, oh my gosh, Sasnoricum Snooks. It's fantastic. He says to Donald Gleason, who's the Nazi guy with the red hair, who's battling Kylo Ren throughout the movie. Right, they're like brothers, two brothers. So you got Kylo Ren and then the red haired guy who's just kind of like stiff like this, and they both.
Red haired guy?
He's the commander of the Imperial forces.
Oh.
They both are vying for the attention of the hologram guy Snoke, who's supposedly the powerful one.
Is Snoke the one that looks like an alien?
Yeah, he's like in the chair, he's gigantic, and then the hologram disappears. But we don't know if he's this big. He could be this big.
I thought he was just a giant monster.
Yeah, until the hologram flickers and turns off. You didn't pay attention too close. But that's okay.
I told you I wanted to watch it on my own time, and you forced me to watch it.
That's good, because I brought it for you. It's in my car. And you go I'll put it on the pile of 3 Star Wars movies I gave you there that you never watched. So your own time is.
But we watched A New Hope and Return of the Jedi.
I had to watch it with you.
And we almost finished
Return of the Jedi.
Oh yeah, we watched Empire Strikes Back. Anyway, doesn't matter. Anyway.
What's your favorite out of those 3?
Which 3?
The original 3.
I don't know. I haven't seen Empire Strikes Back, and it's in. Or Return of the Jedi in its entirety since I was a kid, so I couldn't remember.
Back to what I was saying is that we're gonna see the training of Kylo Ren and Rey, both. They're gonna both be. One's being trained into being a shithead. One's being trained into being.
Yeah, that makes me kind of. I mean, I think that'll be cool, and enjoyable, and people like that. I want to know more about Kylo Ren's background than his.
I think we'll get into that.
I don't know though, but
because he did kill all of Luke's.
I think what's his name, Mark
Hamill.
I think as long as he's getting up there. I hope as long as he stays alive, I hope he's like the new Yoda type.
Oh, he's definitely the new Yoda.
Well, he's got to stay alive to make these movies.
How old do you think he is?
Not that old, but never.
He's in his 50s.
Shit happens. I'm just saying.
The other movies were 30 years ago. He was 19.
I know. I'm not saying that he's like. I'm just saying that you never know when someone's gonna die.
I know that.
And when you're committed to when you're a plot point like that, when your last images, and I guess with Dumbledore they recovered. I guess they could get another Luke, but I don't know. I just don't think it would be as cool.
I think if they're following kind of a tradition with Star Wars, is that Luke will probably die in the next movie.
That's fine. I'm just saying the way they left this movie is he's going to train Rey. He has to be a part of the new movie. Or at least the way that, to me, the way that they...
going to train.
To me, the way that they left the end of this movie, it would be super weird if Luke was not in it. It would be just super weird. Or they would just have to do big, huge...
Oh, you mean if he died in the interim? Between movies, he just dies in a car accident or something? Yeah, it could happen. But
that's what I'm just saying. It's not that I think that he's super old. It's just it's one of those things where to me it's so... I don't know if integral is the right word, but so impertinent. I don't know. I don't know what it's
no, it's integral. But his scenes are being filmed as we speak, though.
Which is great.
In
Good.
England.
Good. That's great.
I think they got a neurosurgeon as command. They have him in bubble wrap, just in case. He's in a flame retardant room.
Under 24-hour surveillance.
Under 24-hour surveillance. They give him food, but nothing with bones in it.
No sharp objects.
No sharp objects. Yeah. He's important. Definitely important.
They have to protect him from his own self. That's how important he is.
Oh, yeah. He can't even masturbate. I don't think. Not when your hands are in casts. Precasts, as we call them.
There's something else I wanted to
Just
say.
in case you break your
remember.
bones, they give you a precast.
I'm excited about Rian Johnson because he's my favorite.
What movies did he direct? I saw Brick. What other ones were there?
Brick, Brothers Bloom, and Looper.
Oh, Looper. I like Looper.
Mm-hmm.
I think he'll do really good then.
I think
Looper?
so too.
Oh yeah, it'll be good. Because they still have to he'll still have to follow the rules of Star Wars.
And he knows how to follow rules.
How do you know this? Did you talk to him?
If he can write a, hear me out. If he can write a film noir-esque.
Oh yeah, you're right.
If he can write a film noir movie but have his own creative spin on it,
yeah,
he knows how to follow rules. He's a storyteller. He knows rules and tricks of telling a certain story that's been told a million times before, but giving it whatever. And I understand Star Wars has probably more restraining rules than normal. It's not like he can just do whatever he wants with it. But
I hope they give him more freedom though. I'm sure that they have an outline for the whole 3 movies already. You know, they have a beginning, middle, and end, I'm sure, unless they're leaving that open. But I don't think they would have gone into this without, some outline of all 3 of them.
I don't know. We'll see. I think it's great. I think it's a good movie. I think it satisfied a lot of...
What did you think of a woman as the main character? A woman. Where she should be in the kitchen with slippers on and little speed pills and some alcohol, waiting for her husband.
I liked it. Oh, this is the other thing that you said would be interesting.
Huh.
I don't know if it is or not.
Probably not.
Ray has a British accent, and the only other people that have British accent are the bad guys.
You said this.
Yeah.
Well, you had brought up so for Ray, nobody knows who her parents are. We see that the Empire in both movies have British accents. Ray has a British accent. Finn doesn't. Luke doesn't. Han and Leia don't. Neither does Adam Driver. So is it possible that Ray is somebody from the Empire? Like her parents are somebody from the First Order or the Empire or whatever the hell they want to call that damn thing. We don't know, just speculation.
Yeah.
People think it's Obi-Wan Kenobi's daughter, but I don't think so. Obi-Wan Kenobi was dead.
Did he have an accent though? Yeah.
Well, yeah, see, that was that theory right out of the water, since it was more than 30 years ago, right? She's only 17 in this movie.
Mm-hmm.
So that obviously can't be Obi-Wan Kenobi's daughter. It could be a granddaughter, I guess, but I think you might have stumbled onto something there with the accent thing. That even people on her planet didn't have an accent. She was dropped off, obviously.
And then taking it out of the movie, the guy who plays Finn is British, and he doesn't use his accent during the movie.
So they
but
purposely...
they let her have it. I don't know if she's actually British or not.
She is British, that's her accent.
But they don't make her have an American accent.
So something might be up there.
Or maybe she's just really terrible at American accents, and this is not going nowhere.
But
I don't think so.
I love the way she gets excited and smiles, like when she hears they're going on an adventure and stuff like that. She's got that Luke Skywalker like I'm happy and charged up, she's full of wonder. She's a great character. Like she turns around and goes, "You're Luke Skywalker," yeah.
Someone has a crush on Rey.
I want to grab her Jedi butt.
You heard it.
And then taser her like I like to do to you, or I taser you. When we're playing our games. Mm-hmm. I get you.
No, I think...
That's so stupid. Oh, it's sad. I'm a good kid.
He's a good kid. He means well.
I mean, well. Were you gonna say? We'll wrap it up. I do have something to say about, since it's the DVD. I'll get into the special features, which you haven't seen.
Have you been watching them?
I watched them. I'll do it really quick. But
you already watched them?
The special features, yeah.
Oh man, he's on it.
He
does his homework. I just stack mine up in the corner and
they have a nice documentary. It's like, I think it's in 3 or 4 parts. I just watched it straight through. But they take you from the beginning of the process of George Lucas selling Lucasfilms to Disney. The Disney, I think president, I don't know, Kathleen, I forget her name. I just said it earlier.
The Disney president was Mickey Mouse.
Oh, it's Bob Iger. No, this is Kathleen Kennedy. I think she's content or something vice president. But they go through all like the characters, and they show their audition tapes for the characters. It's really cool. It takes you on through their design, like all the artists. They show all the artists working, all the people building the sets and all that. You see the Millennium Falcon being built. It's really cool. The deleted scenes are terrible, like all deleted scenes are. Not only this, in the deleted scenes, they weren't finished, right? So they have them like let's say they're in a speeder car going across the snow. You see them in this like box, like this shitty box that's like it. You could tell it's just where they're gonna green screen it, and they're sitting in it, and they're gonna surround them with something else, and you just see it like jerking as it goes over the snow. So they went ahead and put it like a snow in the background, but didn't do anything to the car. So you just see this like box like kind of like awkwardly floating through the air in slow motion with them acting inside of it. I'm like, why didn't they just complete the fucking special effect for the DVD? George Lucas did a beautiful job. As shitty as those movies are over there, those prequel trilogy, on all his deleted scenes, he made it full out special effects, which was beautiful.
Maybe J.J. Abrams thinks it's cool for people to see how it really is.
I guess they're really crappy scenes, so you can tell why they're deleted. I feel like I'm a nerd right now. Like as I'm talking to you in this conversation, maybe because it's just because you're tired, you're just like, you got this like, I'm just gonna, I don't know. I feel awkward.
I guess I'm not a nerd, maybe.
I'm definitely a nerd, but I feel awkward in this moment talking about.
Why?
I feel so self-conscious.
Don't. I'm normally the one that feels self-conscious during these.
I just realized I look over at you and I'm like, oh, look what I'm talking about. I'm talking about boxes going in the desert like a dingbat. Like it matters.
No, I liked it. I'm tired right now, but I did like it. I thought it was very well done. I guess you can't really have. I was like, well, can that movie stand alone without anyone? Like, could someone watch that movie first and not watch any of the other movies? And it's like, but I guess that doesn't really matter. That's a hypothetical. Yeah. Star Wars is a whole living, breathing organism, and you can't deny that anymore. And
many have tried.
Tried what?
To deny.
Deny what?
That it's a living, breathing organism.
Yeah. And Ryan was telling me that when he saw it in theaters, that a lot of Black people were really excited about.
Yeah, no, it was.
Which I think is great.
I noticed that it was like there was this little different feeling, crying and stuff. These are people like who were like talking loud in the beginning, and then the minute like the movie came on and everything like that, like they did not. Some were younger. The older guys were just like they're watching it and crying, like. But there was something different in it, that like almost like there's never been like a someone to look up to, like a star for them.
Yeah, a protagonist in a major American film, that is looks
like
like
a
them.
good guy, a hero. Yeah, I just thought that was
For
a
women, I
beautiful thing.
think. I mean, it's still huge for women too, because what's more American than Star Wars as far as the movie industry goes? What does almost every family go see? But we, us women, even though it wasn't like every family's going to see it, we still had like Kill Bill and stuff and
Oh yeah,
other things. But this is on a whole different.
this is Galaxy Far Away.
Well, it's not even about Galaxy. I'm trying to say that this is an even bigger step because of what Star Wars means to Americans.
Yeah.
It's, I mean, I really can't think of a more American movie than Star Wars.
Do you know that new trailer I just showed you? There are so many guys pissed off that there's a girl in the lead of that thing.
Why?
Because they're insecure or something. They
Were
don't
they
think.
pissed off at Ray?
Not as much. I think they might have accepted it, but then another movie comes out with another girl, and that's exactly what they're saying. They're like, Jesus Christ, we had a girl in the first one. Now we have to have a girl in this one. Like, girls aren't tough. It doesn't make any sense. Like, this is like comments you're hearing on the thing. You know, like, it's just, I don't know. I'm very interested to see it. She actually looks really good in it, too, that girl, whoever she is.
It looks good.
Looks like a fan film.
Yeah. And it's not that I'm not a fan, but I guess I'm realizing I'm not a Star Wars nerd.
I could tell when you were watching it. You did not seem. I only saw you one time invested in a Star Wars movie.
I did cry. I don't remember when, though. I cried.
During this Star Wars?
Yeah.
Oh, when Han died?
No.
Oh, I don't know.
I thought I cried.
Oh, when you saw Han Solo and Leia together, and you're like, they are so cute as a couple.
No, I think it's when Han got in the Millennium Falcon.
Oh yeah.
I cried.
That's
when he saw the Millennium Falcon. I don't know, like I have a love for Star Wars. I'm just not a nerd. That's just like I appreciate it. I think they're really great movies.
I know the exact scene. It's when he walked into the cockpit.
Oh my god, I died.
And just kind of like leaned up and had this big smile on his face.
I cried.
Yeah, he was like, oh.
And I get goose pimples, and I get I don't know, like.
He hung up dice on the mirror or something, like, or he put it like a thing of dice up on the thing.
Did he? I don't remember that.
You don't see it. I saw it that's why you have to watch the documentary.
Oh, okay.
It was kind of off camera. When he puts his hand up, he puts dice on the thing.
I don't know, and I feel like, too, there's part of me that, at least let's talk about me some more, because this is totally relevant to the movie. But as a person, I've found that I used to fan out a lot more, and I think something changed within my personal self to where I don't invest as much into movies and music and things like I used to, and I have some ideas why that is, but I used to be a lot more of like like I would get, go to midnight showings of things and like.
Especially with music.
Oh, I was in music. I mean, I used to definitely, I have a nerd out past. Some sort of growth or change inside of me has made me less obsessive with those things. And part of me is kind of sad about that because a little bit of the magic's gone, but then part of me is grateful because I'm looking for more than that stuff. But then part of me, the other cool part is I feel like I know when something is really good because I'm not just obsessing because I'm obsessing. Like if I get chills or something, I'm like, that means it was really good because I don't have that. Like I used to be really obsessed with the Academy Awards and I used to get all wrapped up into the.
I've never been obsessed with much.
But you're obsessed. You have different things. I'm just saying is like
what I'm getting is so like also doing some acting stuff and doing like stuff for like either little shows and whatever. I've seen the process and how it works, like with all the cuts, a lot of waiting around and stuff like that. So if a movie I see that isn't good or whatever, and I see that like either the writing was bad or people aren't getting along on the set, I could see it coming through on 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 the TV or on the movie. But when a movie like this movie Star Wars came through, the only things that threw me off were the name Snoke and Princess Leia's acting. Like she even said in the documentary, she was super nervous. Then she was like, when she kind of said she was terrified. She was like, I just was not there, and she had a bad first day and was like crying and whatever. The next day she came back, and you could tell like when she comes out, like she just hasn't acted in 20 years. You know, she was just like she just didn't know how to do it anymore. Mm-hmm. But like if you get a good
She's
movie,
been through a lot too.
She's been through a lot. If you get a good movie like that, where the acting's fantastic and all that, like I'll love it. I'll love it. But yeah, with like nerding out, I'm the exact same way. I don't nerd out on things. I don't play video games. I'm not. I used to when I was a kid.
I still nerd out a tiny bit.
Oh, on Star Wars?
Yeah.
Oh my God, I'm.
You're going against what I'm saying.
No. You said it. You said that I have things that there are certain things I nerd out about.
Yeah.
Like yeah. There are certain, like comedy, some like comedy stuff, like Tim and Eric. Oh my God, like seeing the like whatever certain books, certain things. But like I'm also the same way. Like something had changed where like I can't play a video game anymore. I don't know what happened. I can't do it. It's just not there. I can play for 2 seconds, I get killed, and I'm done, and then I have to go outside and smoke because I'm nervous. Can we end this thing? I'm so tired.
Yeah, I'm tired too. We're kind of rambling now.
Okay, Loyd Bonafide, Sarah Kuros. This has been the Force Awakens DVD review. Get the DVD.
Forced Awaken, because we're forced to be awake right now.
I showed up with Popeye's chicken and woke her up while she was watching Seinfeld.
Because I watched Seinfeld while sleeping.
Thank you for watching Cinefellas. Thank you for watching Cinefellas. We'll be back. Sorry for the hiatus. Logan and Bo, hello. Over there in Oregon.